Hi everyone, what a super Sunday we had yesterday. Two blockbuster games, first Chennai versus Bangalore and then Delhi versus Hyderabad. The first match was played at Mumbai and the heated Wankhede Stadium, and Dhoni against what captains do at Wankhede, he won the toss and batted first, judging the wicket very beautifully. I mean, he's a very fine reader of pitches, and he on a one look at the wicket, he expected the pitch will get difficult as the match went on. As the match goes on, and likewise Dhoni just wanted to bat first, and the Chennai were giving a very good start by their openers. Gaikwad was playing some lovely cover drives, some good shots on the onside. He got 33. Fab du Plessis was hitting beautifully down the ground, some long hits down the ground for fours. He scored a very fine 50 or 40 odd balls. So the openers once again gave Chennai a great start, and after that they had some fine cameos from Suresh Raina and Ambati Rayudu before finally Jadeja came in along with Dhoni. And Jadeja was the guy, after he took some time initially in his innings before the last over. Chennai were, I think, 154 for before the last over began. So it was a total which was just about par, and challenging score, not a match-winning score at that stage. So the last over was to be bowled by Harshal Patel, and Jadeja, that over, how well he hit the sixes. He just stayed deep inside the crease. When Harshal was bowling slow balls, Jadeja was staying deep inside the crease to get full swing of the ball, to get full swing of his bat to hit the balls out of the park, and he did exactly that. Sixes went right towards the long on boundary. First four deliveries, I think 4 sixes. The third delivery was a no ball. It was over the West High, and then the fourth ball also went for a 6, and then 2 and a 4, and and 2 and a 6, and then the last ball was 4. So 7 balls, 37 runs. IPL record has been equaled. Highest number of runs in an over, 37 runs. He has equaled the record. Brilliant hitting by Jadeja of Harshal Patel, who is very difficult to hit, who has been found very difficult to hit by all other batsmen in this IPL in the last few overs. But Jadeja stayed deep inside the crease and hit brilliant sixes. It was sensational hitting, and he simply blew away RCB in that one over, and that particular over totally decided the match. Because in the second half, RCB did started very well. Devdutt Padikkal was hitting boundaries for fun. He was really hitting strokes all around the gun, and it looked as if RCB is going to pose a serious challenge to the 191 target. But wickets started falling at the other end. Virat Kohli got out cheaply, and then number 3 Washington Sundar couldn't get into his flow. He got out soon, and Jadeja was right in the thick of things once again, and he got first Washington Sundar, and then he got Maxwell. Maxwell also was shaping up well, 22 runs of 15 balls. While Devdutt Padikkal on the other hand, 32 runs, I think 34 runs of 15 balls, and of course I must say Padikkal was dismissed earlier than Maxwell. That was a very vital wicket for Chennai Super Kings, because Padikkal was almost taking the game away from Chennai. But that was a very vital wicket, and after that it was Jadeja who did all his tricks, who got total control of the match, dismissing Sundar, and then got Maxwell, a beautiful straight delivery which Maxwell hit across the line and missed, and finally AB de Villiers was out to a beautiful delivery which pitched and spun away and hit the middle stump. It was a dream spinner's dismissal. AB de Villiers getting out for 4, Maxwell for 22, and the later order batting simply caved in, and RCB lost the match by 69 runs. So very good win for Chennai, a thumping win. RCB totally decimated in this match, and this, not only they were defeated, but their net run rate has taken a severe beating. 69 runs is a huge margin of defeat. They really need to take this defeat out of their system and start winning the matches, because RCB till date was playing good cricket. We were winning all the matches, 4 matches on the trot, although albeit they were against teams which were not playing their best cricket, but even then a win is a win. So RCB, after winning 4 matches on the trot, loses the first match, whether you call it law of averages or anything. But the thing is that Chennai Super Kings played brilliantly, and Jadeja turned out in a absolutely astonishing individual performances to get this match in Chennai's favour. Talking about the other match, equally interesting, it was a super over thriller between Sunrisers and Delhi Capitals on a Chennai pitch, tacky and slow Chennai pitch. The runs were coming very slowly, but then Delhi Capitals won the toss and batted, and Prithvi Shaw looked as if he's batting on a different pace. He was hitting the shots for fun, beautiful shots on the offside. I think he's hit for 4 fours in the first over, and he helped Delhi to get a good score in the power play, and just continued from there. Was batting beautifully, 53 of 39 balls, and after which he got run out. But in the meantime, Shikhar Dhawan played very well, also 26 or 28 balls. Dhawan was the first to be dismissed for 26, after which Prithvi Shaw was joined by Rishabh Pant to keep the right combination, understandably. And there was Rashid Khan also bowling, so just to disturb his lens, Rishabh Pant came out instead of Steve Smith to join Shaw. But then there was a bad skirmish while going for Rishabh Pant when going for an attacking shot. He mistimed the ball, and Prithvi Shaw dashed down the pitch to take a single. Pant knew where the ball was, and total misunderstanding, and Shaw couldn't return back to his crease, and he got out for 53 run out. He was playing so well. If he had stayed on, Delhi would have got a big score of 180, 185 plus. Well, Shaw was out, and then Pant and Smith just batted with the remaining part of the Delhi innings. Almost Pant got out for 37. He hit some lovely reverse sweeps. Smith also tried a few reverse sweeps, but Smith was struggling totally in this innings. I mean, it was Steve Smith. You will never. Somebody new watching this match will find it difficult to believe that Steve Smith is an all-time great. I mean, he was struggling in that on that pitch. He's not been able to hit any ball, any boundaries of the middle of his bat. All the boundaries went off the edges except for the penultimate ball of the innings, which is swung down the leg side for a lovely 6 to remain 34 not out. And Delhi got 159, which was just a par score on this Chennai pitch. Sunrisers started well, I would say. Sunrisers started well with Bairstow really scoring quick boundaries, but Warner couldn't last long. He was out for 8. He didn't time the ball at all. We are not seeing the fluent David Warner in this IPL so far. He's struggling for his form, but Bairstow has been playing brilliantly. I mean, the form that he's carrying from the England series, white ball series, is still with him. And he's absolutely smashing balls all over the park. 38 of 18 balls, and he was almost looking to take this match away from Delhi when he got out. And that dismissal proved to be very crucial, because Ken Williamson was left with his faltering middle order in Sunrisers. The middle order, nobody supported Williams, and Williams played an absolutely fighting and resilient, not a brilliantly resilient innings, showed great temperament, rotated the strike, hit the loose balls for 4, played some lovely shots, and just single-handedly carried the innings through till the last over when all wickets fell around him. Nobody got into double figures in the middle of the innings, except when the spinning all-rounder Jadeja Cheat came in, and he hit a few mighty blows to get 14 quick runs, and that helped Sunrisers to tie the Delhi score. So it was a super over, and in the super over again, inexplicably, Johnny Bairstow was not sent early. And Ken Williamson was understandably, because he was warm and he was batting well, so it was understandable that he went out to bat, but it was David Warner and not Johnny Bairstow who went out, because Warner is not in his best form. Bairstow is in great form, and that was, I think, a big mistake by Sunrisers not to send Bairstow straight away in the super over. I mean, I don't know how the teams get confused with the left-right combinations all the time. You should send the best players who are available, who can hit the ball long in the super over always. And Bairstow was the man who was supposed to play in the super over. That, I think, made a lot of difference in the final outcome, because Bairstow, if he had hit a few blows, Delhi would have lost this match. So just 7 runs in the super over for Sunrisers, which the Delhi Capitals crossed in the last ball. On the last ball, on a single, they crossed the target and won the match on super over. It was a great match, a thriller, not a very lively match with 4s and 6s. It was a very intriguing match, a gripping encounter, which went till the final ball of the super over. It was a very gripping match, an exciting match to watch. Good for Delhi Capitals to win. They are right on the top of the table, almost towards the top. I think Chennai on the top, Delhi probably at the second spot, and Sunrisers loses 2 further points, and they really have to win a lot of matches from here on to qualify in the top 4. So that's about the matches which had taken place yesterday. Today we had the match between KKR and Punjab Kings. Punjab Kings are a team which looks I think in better momentum than KKR. Definitely the batting is working, although they had lost 2 matches to low scores, but their batting has worked in the last match. I think they are getting into the groove as batting is concerned. The bowling has also worked very well in Chennai slower pitches, but then they have to now go into Ahmedabad, which is a different bowling condition, so it just remains to be seen what bowling attack they take out. So Punjab looks slightly favourites to win this one. They look in better momentum than KKR, who are struggling with their middle order, their top order. They're struggling everything in batting. They're struggling in their bowling. The team has not gelled at all. Here Morgan has been confused, captain, and the team hasn't gelled at all. So KKR is a team which really looks to really needs to get a lot of things right in order to win the matches from here on. They are really in a difficult state. The team is not gelling at all. There are players in the overseas players in the bench like Rocky Ferguson, like Ben Cutting, Tom Sifford, and they should maybe now's the time. Now they should try out a few of those guys in the 11, because the players, the first 11 players are not quite performing. Cummins has not been able to provide the breakthroughs with the ball. He may have played a great innings, but he has not been able to provide the breakthroughs with the ball. Russell has been pretty much subdued throughout except one match. Sunil Narayan has been off and on. Saqib Al Hasan off and on. Even Morgan out of form. Shubman Gill is looking totally out of sorts in the opening. And maybe I think a better option would be to play him in the number 3 so that he anchors the innings, and maybe Rahul Tripathi and Pritish Rana go for the leather in the power play. So a lot of things to improve for KKR. At the moment, it looks Punjab Kings have the edge in this match. Please comment on my channel, like and subscribe, and please keep on watching my channel and stay safe at home. Thank you so much.